And
Yeah.
one thing that the judges, why he didn't rule for Walmart in this case, was he said, you overstepped your bounds. You were trying to determine what is a qualified individual, qualified disability, and you also were trying to formulate whether this was a temporary condition or not. And you never had any discussion, and then you
Yeah.
fired the employee the next day without having an IPM at all.
Yeah. 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 So again, it's a wise investment for a good payout rather than going to EEOC and again failing to engage. So I always seek to engage the employee in some form or fashion about what their condition is and how long term, et cetera, et cetera. What you just said, Felicia, also triggered me. I actually have two cases right now where the employees were actually released to return to work full duty, and
Mhm.
then for other reasons that I'm not involved with, finally got to a QME, and then QMEs tend to be tend to be a little more precautionary, shall we say, and so
Mhm.
now they have long-term limitations, and
After
that's
working full duty for a long time.
yeah, yeah. And so let's explore how does the job, how do these limitations actually impact the work and what can be done about it? And many times by that time, employees have made self-modifications, but sometimes they've
Mhm.
worked with their employers to improve the nature, the method and manner of doing the work that makes it safer. And in both cases, the employees were able to continue working, but again, it was like, what? This is shocking. We didn't know
It
this.
really throws the district off when that happens because they've already had a full release that they've been operating under maybe for 4 or 6 months by the time they
Yes.
get to a QME. And a primary treating physician is much more likely to write you a full release, even though they think you should have work restrictions,
Mm,
than a QME is, because a QME sees you one time and they don't
mm-hmm.
have a relationship with you and they don't ask you what their
Yeah,
opinions are going to be.
yeah.
Whereas your relationship with your primary treater, if they tell them, I'm going to lose my job if you write one thing about work restrictions on my note, then they really heartstrings. Then it's a harder thing to do because it's somebody that they did surgery on or that they have treated for a long time. So,
And the other thing on that too, that we see treating doctors are more likely to write what their patients want them to write.
yes.
And so I have an employee that did develop a condition, is not work related, but did develop a condition, convinced her doctor to release her to full duty, and now she's back with limitations again.